Hello, freedom seekers. Unchained here. Welcome to my channel where we tap into the universal energies that are currently the most active and potent in the cosmos. The reason we do this is that just like in the natural world, flowing with the current is much more effective than flowing against the current. With that out of the way, the most potent energy I'm accessing today has a lot to do with the universal archetypes of the giver and the receiver. Here, the emphasis is on the sacred process of a balanced exchange of energy, the even give and take of energy. This can take place externally between people, sure, but also internally between energies we carry within us. I just want to quickly tell you guys about the Kabbalistic story of creation, just so you can understand how sacred, primordial, and important this process of a even exchange is. So the story goes like this. At the beginning, there was nothing but the one light, and the one light wanted to share itself, but there was nothing out there. So it came up with a plan. It constricted itself, leaving behind a void in which it created vessels. It poured itself into these vessels, but the vessels were not strong enough and they shattered. The divine light got dispersed all over the universe in the form of divine sparks. The whole purpose of creation is to bring back this divine sparks and to gather them and bring them back to source, to the one. If you guys have heard teachings from maybe ascended masters or any spiritual teachers, they always mention how there's nothing but the one. We are all one. That's exactly what they mean. And how do we bring this divine spark back to where it belongs, back to the one? Is by unchaining our souls from the lower energies that we currently have on our planet. So on Earth, the people are the carriers of this divine light. The people are the vessels, and we each have within us this divine light. Okay, so by going through the process of ascension, we essentially unchain our souls from the lower energies. Some people call them dogmatic teachings, cultural programming, generational curses, whatever you want to call them. I think of them as chains. Okay, so by going through enlightenment, we release these chains and we release the inner light to go back, to ascend back to the one light, right? So this divine spark inside us is the inner child. Okay, so by unbinding ourselves from the lower energies, we free the inner child, and in that process, the soul is able to ascend back to source and to become one with the one. Okay. So now I'm going to pull some cards and we're going to see which energies are at play in our world today. What energies we can tap into so we can align better, easier, faster. Okay, we're going to use this Hermetic Tarot deck and we're going to see what it has for us today. So remember, you guys, we're going to look at this through that process of a balanced exchange that we've talked about, because that's the main energy that seems to be at play in the cosmos today. Okay, we're not going to pull a lot of cards, but we are going to pull enough so we can understand what we need to do, what energies are being supported, and what energies are unaligned with the purpose today. Also remember, these are universal readings. Okay, so I mean, take what resonates and leave the rest. I mean, most of it should resonate because we are doing a universal reading. That's the whole purpose of this channel. Okay, so the Empress and the King of Wands. Okay, so the exchange is happening between the Empress and the King of Wands. If these two manage to have a clear, even, balanced exchange of energy, they will be rewarded. And let's see what the reward would be. Okay, so it looks to me like the Empress in this dynamic, she cannot be the Empress. She has to actually descend all the way to Queen of Swords. And it looks to me like she needs to cut out this King of Wands. Guys, to be honest, lately in these readings I've been doing, fire has been having a huge issue. Like in all this balanced exchange of energies, it seems like fire comes up short all the time, and that's a shame. I am not sure why this is happening, but this is nothing new. Yeah, so see, yeah, so this King of Wands, so now this energy can be embodied by, maybe a person that you have in your life, but it can also be a part of yourself. The King of Wands has a lot to do with passion, with willpower, with aggression. To be honest, it is quite an aggressive energy, and the Empress is a receiver energy. Okay, so in this dynamic, it looks like the Empress is the receiver, and the King of Wands is the giver. But the King of Wands doesn't seem to be able to give. Okay, so he's not successful in his giving. And at which point the Empress has to turn into the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the one that will cut things off. So it looks like the Empress, if you feel like you're embodying the Empress, this Empress has to cut out this King of Wands. Okay, so the process is not very, very aligned. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, so it looks to me like the Empress actually has to go a little bit more towards her masculine side. Okay, because we all carry masculine within us. So the Empress usually is like the ultimate receiver. Okay, so the Empress is like a vessel. Like you go to the Empress with stuff. The Empress does not come to you. She's not the chaser, right? She is usually the one being chased. She just sits there and like waits for things to happen. She attracts things. Okay, so it looks to me like she needs to get a little bit more into this Sun in Aries energies. Okay, so that's a very masculine energy. All right. And it looks to me like the King of Wands is honestly just kind of being foolish right now. And again, I'm not sure why this keeps happening with the fire. Okay, so let's see more. So we know the King of Wands has basically failed in this exchange. He's not able to exchange anything with the Empress. Okay, so the Empress has to be strong. Okay, so you're receiving, if these are energies within you, your receiving, receptive side has to be strong. Okay, has to embody a Leo energy. And so the Leo is usually very out there. Okay, very out there, kind of the life of the party, is the ultimate light in the zodiac, right? And but like it's represented by the sun. Okay, so if you find yourself to be embodying this Empress receptive energy, and you are expecting something from a person that embodies this King of Wands energies, which is a very masculine energy, then you're better off to just be strong and either have some patience or just give up on the whole dynamic entirely. Okay, let's see. Let me get one more card here for this King of Wands. Okay, the Two of Swords. Yeah, so this King of Wands has to look for peace. Okay, it to be honest, it gives me like a depressed energies. It almost feels like this King of Wands does not know what to do. He knows he's failing. He wants to start new, but he is being blocked. And let's see, what is he being blocked from? So the Last Judgment. Okay, so you might have, if you are the Empress here, you might have somebody in your life that feels like he is being judged negatively. Okay, now I don't know if it's just what he feels or if that is the actual truth. Okay, let's see. Oh, way too many cards. Why does this King of Wands thinks he's falling short when it comes to judgment? Why does he think he's not enough? something to do with he's not able to manifest. So if you have a person in your life that you're dealing with that is like this King of Wands, yes. So he doesn't seem able to be manifesting with the divine. Okay, so it seems to me like perhaps he's going after, maybe he's a little bit too materialistic. I'm getting that kind of energy. And yeah, he knows that he's got work to do. He knows he's got work to do, so he's not up to par with this Empress over here. Okay, what about the Empress? What is she? We know she's being asked to be strong, and then she's also being asked to create on her own. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. So the Empress, so if you find yourself in this Empress energy, then you need to be strong. You need to cut people off. You need to cut behaviors off. Whatever does not align with your goal, it needs to be cut off. You can remain in that receptive, beautiful, kind, nurturing energy. You can remain in it, but at the same time, you need to set boundaries. Okay, you need to protect yourself while you are in that energy. Okay, you also need to be strong and a little bit almost like aggressive when it comes to it. Okay, and you need to know that you are shining. Okay, you are shining and you are about to create something new. You are about to start a new passionate beginning. Okay, so if these energies are internal, there's a part of you that is receptive, that knows that it deserves the best, that knows that is aligned with the divine feminine. There is also a part of you that is looking, Nine of Swords, Lords of Despair. There is also an energy inside of you that is more masculine, that is pushing you to go out there and do things. You feel like you're not putting enough work. You should probably cut off that energy for now, like don't expel it, but put it on the shelves for now. Okay, you're much better off in this Empress energy if you're looking to start something new. If you are embodying this King of Wands energy that is a bit more aggressive, that wants to work for what is God, wants to go on a whole entire new journey, then you need to, let's see exactly what you need to do. Okay, you need to avoid the Tower. Okay, so the aggressive energy, if it keeps on going on like that, it's gonna burn out. Okay, so the masculine needs to calm down. Okay, whatever. So if you have a masculine person outside of you, then they are really being guided to relax a little bit. Okay, to not be all about work and all about getting things done, because that is not where the answer lies in this connection. Okay, so you want to avoid a Tower. Okay, so the Justice tells you that you are not necessarily where you need to be if you are this King of Wands. If you're the Empress, you seem to be in the clear. So if you're in the divine feminine energy, then you are free to go create on your own, and you're also being guided to not worry about the loss. Even if you do lose, you still have the experience. Okay, so don't worry, don't stress yourself about maybe you're gonna win, maybe you're gonna lose, maybe you're gonna succeed, maybe you're not gonna succeed. That is besides the point. Yes, and you might be worried that you're not gonna succeed, you might even fail, but ultimately you're gonna get exactly where you need to go. And I have a feeling this has got to do with this fortitude here, which is the strength in most other decks, but this is a success story. Okay, so if you're embodying the Empress, don't worry about any aggressive energies. You go do your own thing. The exchange with this aggressive energy will not take place. It has been judged, and justice tells us that this is not going to happen. This connection here is not going to happen. You're better off on your own. All right, guys, with all that being said, let's see if there's there's celebration at the bottom of the deck. Let's see if there's any last messages, and we are going to close this reading with the last message here. And and that's the universe. Yeah, so that's the ultimate good news. Yeah, Empress, keep going, keep going. You're gonna get everything you want. You are going to succeed, and that's a fact. Okay, thank you all. Nice hanging out with you. See you next time.